I think being stunning has always been a curse. People can't listen to me. They just don't hear because I just stun them with how gorgeous and beautiful I am. Your life and your work is not going to be for everybody. Yeah. People don't like you. Some people do. Some people have a very visceral, hateful reaction because that's where they are and that's what they're up to. And it's not, see, the one thing that I think about getting over is not necessarily what other people think of you, but getting over you devaluing your own work. I would get over that first.
What the hell did you just say?
I think being stunning has always been a curse. People can't listen to me. They just don't hear because I just stun them with how gorgeous and beautiful I am.
You pompous, stuck-up, snot-nosed, giant, twerp, scumbag, face, dickhead, asshole!
Now, I don't think people stare at Jeffrey because of his ravishing good looks. I think it's probably more like a bad car accident. You don't want to look at it, but you just can't seem to turn away. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly quick and slightly crazy Clown World update for you guys today, and as usual, we have no time to waste, so let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know exactly who or even what the hell we're looking at here, but I saw this photo making its rounds on the interwebs and figured, well, since I had to see it, now so do you. This is the stuff nightmares are made of.
You ever hear the expression, you got a face only a mother can love? That don't apply to you. You are uglier than the devil's asshole itself.
All right, let's keep it moving with Hollywood has-been Rosie ODonnell. Now, she says it's okay if you were tricked into supporting Donald Trump and that you were lied to by the media. But she doesn't say anything about how she was tricked into supporting Joe Biden and how the media lied for years about his cognitive decline. Roll it.
And then, you see crazy orange turd talking about how, oh, did you see she said thank you a lot? Something he's never said in his life to anyone. Thank you. He's not worth thinking about. And it's over, and he knows it's over, and what awaits him are all of these other trials and jail. That's what awaits him. But that's because of what he did. What he did himself. Wake up, Trumpy people. Wake up. He's a bad guy, and he tricked you, but it's okay. He tricked a lot of people, and Mark Burnett. That bastard sold him as a successful businessman on The Apprentice, which he never, ever was. So it's not your fault you got hoodwinked. And mass media, like everybody failed us in mainstream journalism. While Trump was running against Hillary, and they were somehow saying this was legitimate comparison, the two of them, that they were somehow worth comparing. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. I mean, come on. He's a bad used car salesman. He's a logo slapper. Never built anything, just sold his name. His gold lame fake bullshit name. Drumpf was his real name when they came to Ellis Island. Drumpf. Let's all call him Donald Drumpf.
Well, Rosie O'Donnell's disgusting. I mean, both inside and out. You take a look at her, she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver.
All right, next up we have this throwback clip that I actually showed in a video about a year ago. As you can see the date on the screen there, it says, on this day, 8/25/2023. And I saw it making its rounds again and figured I would show it one more time for those of you that haven't seen it yet, or for those of you that have seen it and don't remember it. The caption says, is it fair to judge someone for being a Republican? Roll it.
Is it fair to judge someone for being a Republican?
Absolutely. If you are a Republican in today's society, you are a piece of fucking shit. Challenge me on that because motherfucker, I will win every single motherfucking time. So yes, absolutely. You tell me you're a Republican, I am 100% judging the fuck out of you for that. And guess what? We are not carrying on with this relationship. That is done and ceased and over, motherfucker. Okay, fuck you and your mother.
Kiss your mother with that mouth? You've gone mental.
And speaking of Republicans, this next one is for all of you Republican women out there, specifically you white Republican women out there. Roll it.
This message is for women, specifically white Republican women. If you're not a woman or you're not a white Republican woman, you can still stay and watch. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You do not have to vote for who your husband is voting for. Crazy, I know. But no, who you vote for is not public record, so he will never know. With that being said, though, do whatever you need to do to remain safe.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
Yeah, she was a big girl, sir.
All right, next up we have another one of those Stitch TikToks where this fella asks Democrats, without mentioning Donald Trump, why they are voting for Chlamydia Harris. Then this little nurse fella chimes in and gives this whole list of things, seemingly forgetting that she is part of the administration that is literally in the White House right now. Roll it.
Hey, Democrats, without mentioning Donald Trump, tell me why you're going to vote for Kamala Harris.
Sure, I'll give it a try. She's going to protect access to abortion, birth control, and in vitro fertilization. She's going to cut taxes for the middle class. She's going to raise the minimum wage. She's going to protect LGBTQ+ people. She's going to decrease medical debt and school debt. She's going to take care of our troops. She's going to address climate change. She's going to protect unions. She's going to improve our infrastructure. She's going to protect and expand access to Medicare, Medicaid, and the Affordable Care Act. She's going to confront Big Pharma to decrease the cost of prescription drugs. She's going to support Ukraine and all of our NATO allies. She's going to make sure that history is continued to be taught in public schools. She's going to sign a bipartisan bill to address the southern border. She's going to respect the separation of church and state. She's going to negotiate to bring hostages home in Israel and work towards a two-state solution. She's going to address the housing crisis and help people purchase a house. She will protect democracy. And it's pronounced Kamala. Kamala. And if you have any trouble with that, soon you'll be calling her Madam President.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
All right, let's step away from politics for just 1 minute. Trust me, we'll get back to it shortly. So this young lady wants to call breastfeeding chest feeding. Someone commented on her TikTok, I'm sorry it can be very offensive to others who do see it as breastfeeding, because if they say they are breastfeeding, they are attacked. Roll it.
This is what we're not going to do. The cis people have been getting what they want for forever. If you want to call chest feeding breastfeeding, I don't give two shits. But on my platform, where I want to make people from the alphabet mafia more comfortable because I am a part of the LGBTQ plus community, I'm going to continue to say chest feeding. We live in a society where the word breast has been over-sexualized by the men, by the cis men. So for a lot of us, chest feeding just feels less sexualized. But again, there are those who are non-binary and those who go by other pronouns who feel more comfortable with the word chest feeding. I don't give two shits. I don't give two shits. Not one fucking shit. None. I don't give no fucks, no shits about cis women being offended by chest feeding. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't care.
She's fit for a straitjacket. This broad's 3 ways towards the weekend.
All right, next up we have this young individual here who says if you are a cis person who won't date a trans person, you are transphobic. Okay, roll it.
Alright, I'm ready for all the hate comments, but if you're a cisgender person and you don't want to date a trans person just because of the fact that they're trans, you're transphobic, my friend.
I am not gay.
These people keep setting up landmines for us everywhere. The person we just heard from said if you won't date a trans person, you're transphobic. And this fella, who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman, says if you accidentally misgender him, it's still intentional. Once again, okay, roll it.
My take is that there's a certain point in which even if you accidentally misgender me, it is still intentional. Because the fact that you as a cis person have not done the work to deconstruct how you are viewing trans bodies shows where your true intentions lie, and they are not in the favor of trans folk.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
And you guys thought this whole time that Michael Jackson was dead. Anyway, real quick, we don't have any sponsors for today's video, but I want to give a huge shout out to today's honorable mentions, Felicia B and Pastor Bob Rogers, for each leaving a super thanks on the last video. So, Felicia B and Pastor Bob, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the support. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you.
I'm in the bed. I'm ready to go home and do the work.
Oh my God, look at that whale.
All right, next up we have this little parody skit poking fun at the wacky world of wokeness. Roll it.
Of course, we have more pronouns than we have dollars in our bank account. We're wokies. Of course, we're jobless. We spend all of our free time protesting. Paris is my crush. Down with Trump. We're wokies. Of course, we have Trump derangement syndrome. Oh my God, Trump is on the TV. We're wokies. Of course, we think a full-grown man like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson should be in the bathroom with your daughter. Don't discriminate. We're wokies. Of course, we think every white person is racist, even though we're both white. We're wokies. Of course, we use the litter box that we requested in the bathroom. We're wokies. Of course, we can make you the best coffee drink you've ever had.
It's funny because it's true.
So check this out. I saw this picture making its way around X, formerly known as Twitter, and it shows a stark difference in the waitresses at Hooters since this whole body positivity movement, also known as the fat acceptance movement, came about a few years back.
You're all a bunch of fat fucking pigs.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip from CNN of Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, who's actually the only billionaire that the left cheers on. Anyway, J.B. Pritzker says that Trump does nothing but sit around and watch Fox News. Listen, you can't deny Trump's a mover and a shaker. He's always doing these rallies and Bitcoin conferences and black journalist conferences and podcasts, and he talks for hours at a time, so this is just disingenuous at best. Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
You know, this is a guy, Donald Trump, who sits around all day watching Fox News and doesn't actually do much. He hasn't done many of these events, you know, these major addresses over the course of his campaign. And it's only now that it appears that he's either even or behind that he now is complaining he's got to go out and do some work. And he's basically saying Kamala Harris needs to do more. The truth is that she's answered questions along the way. You've seen her do that when she's getting on and off of Air Force Two or helicopter or moving from one place to another.
What did you say? What the f did you just say?
You know, this is a guy, Donald Trump, who sits around all day watching Fox News and doesn't actually do much. He hasn't done many of these events, you know, these major addresses over the course of his campaign.
You full of shit. You understand that? You full of shit.
And you ain't black.